Boom! What up, what up, what up? What's good? It's your boy, NoliBoy, and I'm here today with the first official video for NoliBoy TV. Now, today's topic, I'm going to be talking about supplements. Mainly supplements that are used for energy and focus. Nowadays, there's so much to do and not enough time to do it in. We just don't have time to be sleepy and distracted. Now, if you are like me and don't like coffee, then your best bet is caffeine pills or alert pills. One pill usually has the same amount of caffeine as 1 cup of coffee. It's a great pick-me-up. It takes about 30 minutes to kick in, and it usually lasts somewhere between 3 to 4 hours. I don't recommend taking more than 400 milligrams at one time because it can cause a massive headache, among other things. Now, the downside to caffeine is it may upset your stomach, so make sure that you're near a bathroom. Another good source of caffeine is a pre-workout. But once again, I suggest that if you take it, make sure you're close to a bathroom. But I don't really recommend those for daily use. They're mainly used for when you want to go to the gym and just explode on some weights. Another downside to using caffeine is overuse of caffeine can lead to a buildup of tolerance. So it's just wise to cycle off of caffeine when you can, or just use it sparingly. I recently picked up a brand of B12 shot and it's been working for me great. The effects are subtle. You can't really gauge when the actual feeling begins or ends. And that's great. You just feel up and ready to go. It's not like an extreme feeling like you have to do something. It's just a normal, relaxed, you're ready type feeling. So like I said, I've only been using it for a few days, but if it continues like this will definitely be a replacement for caffeine for me. Now, before I discovered the B12 shots, I was taking B100 complex stacked with caffeine, and this leveled me out really good, provided me with some great energy. It basically just played very well with the caffeine. So I suggest that for anybody who's trying to get some energy, go ahead, stack your caffeine with a couple of B100 complex pills, and you should do great. Now, you should be getting the majority of your macro and micronutrients from your actual diet. I mean, I really recommend you actually consuming what you need through food instead of actually having a supplement. But many people just don't have the time to fix dinner or have access to a nutritious meals. So if you don't have access to a good meal, then get yourself some multivitamin. A friend of mine on YouTube, who I'll link you guys to, actually suggests that we avoid using cheap multivitamins that create that radioactive piss and spend a little bit more on the expensive ones that contain amino acids. I myself agree with him and think that then you should go for a whole foods vitamin. Now let's talk about supplements that improve focus and memory. I was inspired by the movie Limitless and almost immediately went out looking for the drug NZT. Well, that particular drug does not exist, but there are a handful of nootropics out there. If you research nootropics on Wikipedia, you'll see that vitamins like B vitamins, omega-3s, caffeine, other types of drugs and stimulants listed under nootropics. Now, when I first caught wind of nootropics, I was introduced to drugs that were under the name of racetams. Now, the only issue I had with the racetams is that they're pretty much hit or miss. If you go through YouTube or Google any of it, you have people that'll say it did amazing, wondrous things for their cognition and recall. Or you'll hear people say it didn't do anything. Not to mention, these drugs in particular are hard to come by. You can't just go to GNC and pick them up. Now, the fact that they're not amphetamines made them more appealing than going and picking up a bottle of Adderall. But still, with them not being readily available and having to order them online, it was just kind of a hassle. Now, I did find an alternative to the racetams. It's actually called Focus XT. It's a dietary supplement, and although you can't go to your local corner store and pick up a bottle, it's still a little bit more easy to obtain. Now, the first time I took Focus XT, I felt like I went from seeing the world on an old color tube TV to watching it on a super high definition TV. Everything was so vivid. The only issue I had with Focus XT at the time was that it had caffeine in it, and the caffeine had an after effect. See, after about 3 to 4 hours on Focus XT, you want to get up and go run a mile. But recently, as of fall 2012, Serious Nutrition Solutions has actually released Focus XT without caffeine in it. Now, I haven't had the chance to use the Focus XT without the caffeine in it, but I'm sure it works great. Now, when I ran out of Focus XT, I went to GNC looking for an alternative. There, I stumbled on a bottle called Focus Formula. Focus Formula actually contains the same ingredients as Focus XT, minus the caffeine. Not to mention, it worked. I mean, it worked good. I'm already on my second bottle, and it comes with like 120 capsules inside. Now, this isn't a cure-all solution for any memory and recall problems, but it does work. It's not going to make you a super genius, but it will allow you to concentrate. Now, if you don't want to study, it's not going to change that. It just allows you to be focused in whatever you want to be focused on at that moment. But what actually makes Focus Formula real good is the recall and memory. See, when I first took Focus Formula, I studied the whole day, and then the next day when I woke up, I could remember almost in detail everything that I had studied, read, or worked on. Now, Focus Formula works good on its own and works even better in a stack. And although I'm still very interested in taking Aracetam, Focus Formula is a great alternative. Lastly, I want to recommend protein. Yep, that's right, protein. If you're not getting enough protein in your diet, then I'm guaranteeing that you're going to feel a little sluggish. So for whatever reason you're not getting protein in your diet, whether you be a vegan, vegetarian, then I suggest picking up a tub of whey protein shake mix. If you're lactose intolerant, then don't worry about it. They have whey protein that comes in pill form, or you can actually get some whey protein isolate that is lactose free. If you can, another thing that may help improve energy is actually increasing the fiber in your diet. So if you're not getting enough fiber in your diet, you need to pick up a bottle of Metamucil. Have that taken care of real quick. Well, alright you guys, this video is actually running kind of long. I plan on making another video where I show you each supplement that I take on a monthly to weekly basis. Not a daily basis, monthly, weekly basis. So be on the lookout for that. And that's it. It's your boy, NoliBoy, and I'm out.